So this is the standard definition of the abstraction, the process of showing the necessary data or implementation and hiding the unnecessary data. Just focus on this, showing the necessary data and hiding the unnecessary data. This is the standard definition of the abstraction, or else focusing on the necessary implementation and hiding the unnecessary implementation, also called as a standard definition of an abstraction. This is the generic definition about an abstraction. The process showing necessary data or implementation and hiding the unnecessary data or implementation is called the abstraction. Again, what's the best advantages of the abstraction is it provides the security, and two ways you can achieve the abstraction in Java. Two ways. One is implementing the abstract class and abstract method. That is one way. Another way is interface. Here, one question is there, most frequently asked interviews question about the abstract class and the interface. I will discuss in the next slide. So how to achieve 100% of abstraction? And this is the first case, how to achieve 100% of abstraction. Answer is you should use the abstract class and abstract method, then only you can achieve 100% of abstraction. Okay, how to achieve 100% of abstraction? This is abstract is a keyword. You should implement with the class, abstract class ATM, and you should implement with the methods, abstract, void, deposit. This is abstract class and abstract method. In this way, you can achieve 100% of abstraction. And how you are unable to achieve 100% of abstraction in this case, you are using the abstract class, fine. You are using the abstract method, fine. See, non-abstract method is also there. You can provide the implementation is here only. So that is the reason you are unable to achieve the 100% of abstraction. How to achieve 100% of abstraction? In this way, abstract class and only abstract method. How we are unable to achieve 100% of abstraction in this case means abstract class is also there, abstract method is also there, but you are providing non-abstract method. Non-abstract method means you can provide the implementation here only. Body is already here, and there is no body for this. So in this way, you can achieve 100% of abstraction in the first case. You are unable to achieve the 100% of the abstraction in the second case. I will show it to you in a code. Then I will take an example of the class ATM only. Then you should use abstract. Abstract class ATM. Then all the method it should be abstract inside. See, abstract, abstract void, deposit, abstract void withdraw. So in this way, you can achieve 100% of abstraction, abstract class and abstract methods only. But if you are implementing non-abstract method like this, you are unable to achieve 100% of abstraction. Why? Because abstract class is also there, abstract method is also there, but you are providing the implementation for the ordinary method here. In this case, you are unable to achieve 100% of abstraction. This is most frequently asked in the interviews. How to achieve 100% of abstraction? Why we are unable to achieve the 100% of abstraction? How to achieve 100% of abstraction? Abstract class, only abstract method. How we are unable to achieve 100% of abstraction? Abstract class is also there, abstract method is also there, but ordinary method implementation provided inside the abstract class. That is the reason we are unable to achieve the 100% of abstraction. I hope this thing is clear, the first one as well as the second one. In the next one, abstract class and don't have that body, does not have anybody. See, if you are trying to open like this, so you will get the compile time error. See, abstract method cannot have a body. If you are trying to open, you will get the compile time error. This is ordinary method having the body, and abstract method does not have any body. So that is the reason you are getting the compile time error, like abstract methods cannot have a body. This is the second point you have to remember. So these are all the few points you have to remember. These are the few points. So this is the once you declared as an abstract class followed by the ATM, we are unable to create an object for the abstract class. This is the first point. Once you declared as an abstract class, we are unable to create an object for the abstract class. Second point, when you declare as an abstract method, if you are opening the implementation, there is no body for the abstract method, but if you are forcefully opened this body, so again, you will get the compile time error like abstract method cannot have a body. There is no body for the abstract method. This is the second point, unable to create an object and unable to open the body. If you are trying to open the body, you will get the compile time error. So that is the reason. So abstract method cannot have a body and we are unable to create an object for the abstract class. These 2 points are important. The next one. So here, so this is also another abstract method, but don't have a body. So that is the reason. So you never get the compile time error. This is ordinary method implementation. This is be called as a non-abstract method or ordinary method. Non-abstract method can have a body inside the abstract class. Yes, it is fine. This is non-abstract method present inside the abstract class. Yes, we can provide the implementation over here. So then there is no compile time error. This is the third point. The next point, is it possible to use constructor inside the abstract class? Yes, it is possible. You can introduce a constructor inside the abstract class. Then next question, is it possible to introduce a static method inside an abstract class? Yes, it is possible to introduce a static method along with the implementation inside the abstract class. And next one, is it possible to introduce a final method? Yes, it is possible to introduce the final method. These are the points to be remembered. The first point, again, I will repeat, unable to create an object for the abstract class and abstract method cannot have a body. The second point, and this is the non-abstract method can have a body inside the abstract class. This is fine. An abstract class consisting of the constructor, that is also fine. And abstract method having the static method also, that is also fine. And abstract method consisting of the final methods also, and that is also fine. And for all these cases, I will show you the demonstration now. So now I will use abstract void add. Then there is no body for this. That is fine. That is an ordinary method implementation. Display. Yes, we can provide the implementation for this. Then I will introduce a constructor. This is constructor. Then I will introduce a static method. Then I will introduce a final method. So these are the points. This final method, static method, constructor, ordinary method, abstract method. So now how to call. So I will take the one more class here. Then the next point is I'm trying to create an object for an abstract class. See, you will get the compile time error. We are unable to create an object for the abstract class. This is a rule, so that you will get the compile time error. Then how to provide the implementation for this method and how to invoke these methods, I will show you in the next slide. So these are the points to be covered. So abstract class, we are unable to create an object for it. Then there is no body for the abstract method, non-abstract method having the body, constructor we can use, static method we can use, and final method also we can use. This is the one. Now this is an abstract class. We have a two abstract method over here. And now I already told unable to provide the implementation. Why? Because there is a no body for the abstract method, and how to provide the implementation. Then in the derived classes or the subclasses, you can provide the implementation. So for that, you have to go for the inheritance concept. Class SBI is the derived class that is extended from the base class called ATM. Now you can provide the implementation here, redeclare and provide the implementation. There is only declaration, and here we are providing the implementation. Now we are providing public void deposit, and here you can provide the implementation. So for this also we'll get one compile time error. Why? Because child class in the sense this is SBI and need to override all the definition of the abstract methods. So here two methods are there. You have to provide the implementation in the derived class. For the two method also, you have to provide the implementation. Suppose if you are providing the implementation for only one method, so that you will get the compile time error. Why? Because two methods are there and you have to provide the implementation in the derived class for the two method also. If you are providing the implementation for only one method, you will get the compile time error. This is the point you should be remember. I will show it to you in the code. Now, how to call this method? I will show you how to call. For this, you have to go for the inheritance concept class. Any class you can take is BI, that is extends ATM. See, like this, first, like this error, you will get it. Why? Because abstract method is here. We have to provide the implementation in the derived class, or else you will get the compile time error. See, just click on this error. Implements all abstract method, correct? Just click on this. See, add method is here. See, this is an abstract method add, and here it automatically comes here. And just delete this everything. Whatever the specific implementation you want to provide here, you can provide. Or else if you want, you can remove override also, no issue. Then if you want, now is out, add method in subclass or derived class or child class, you can say. So here, if you are unable to provide the implementation here, suppose I will comment, see, will get the compile time error. SBI is not an abstract, doesn't have to override the abstract method add in ATM. So that you need to override the method. So you have to provide the definition for the override method in the derived class. Then only this error will gone. This is the second point. Why? Because we are unable to create an object for the ATM. So that is the reason. So how to call this add now? We have to create an object for the derived class. So don't create an object for the abstract class. You will get the compile time error. So that you should create an object for the derived class. Now we'll comment this line. So now using this derived class reference, s dot add you can call. See, now if you are trying to run this code, the constructor is also invoking. Why? Because you are creating the object for the derived class, correct? The derived class extend from the base class. Definitely base class constructor will be executed. Welcome to Java. And derived class method, add method in the subclass is also executing. Now, if you want to call the other methods here, now I can call s dot display non-abstract method present in the abstract class. See, display Java is also displaying. Then constructor I have invoked. This method is also invoked. If you want to call a static method, so yes, you can with the help of the class name, you can call. So ATM dot add one. Yes. If you want to call a final with the help of this is only, you can call yes dot sub. So all the methods will be invoked like this. This is the basic point you have to remember before writing the code. Abstract class, we are unable to create an object. That is fine. Abstract class that does not contain any body. If you are trying to open like this, they will get the compile time error. So that is the reason there is no body for the abstract methods. You can provide the implementation for non-abstract method. That is fine. And abstract classes consisting of the constructor, abstract class consisting of the static method, and abstract class consisting of the final methods also. And here, how to provide the implementation for this abstract methods. For this, you need to go for the inheritance concept class SBI, that is extended from the ATM. And here you have to provide the implementation in the derived class that is extending from the abstract class called ATM. Then now execution of the program begin from the main method. If you are creating an object for the abstract class, you will get the compile time error. So that is the reason you have to create an object for the derived class called SBI. With the help of the reference, you can call the add. And one more point you have to remember, if you are trying to remove this public over here, for this also will get the compile time error. So public is a mandatory here. Then if you remove the public here, that is fine, no issue. But see, if you use just if you use a public here, see again, it will ask you to write a public here. So this is one point you should careful. Sometimes they will write a public here. Sometimes they will omit the public here. So I'll just remove it completely if you have any confusion. See, like this it works. So this is one important rule you have to remember. Sometimes we will write a public method, public abstract void add. And here, if you have chances of omitting this public, and this is a mandatory, you have to provide the public. This is the basic structure of the abstract class as well as the abstract method implementation. Do you have any doubt? You can drop a message in the chat box. I can give an explanation, no issue. If you have any doubts, abstract class, abstract method, non-abstract method, constructor, static method, final method. And you have to remember this. Why we have to create the subclass means we are unable to create an object for the abstract class. That is the reason we have to go for the inheritance concept. And one more thing, why we need to go for the inheritance means we are unable to provide the implementation for the abstract method. So that is the reason you should provide the implementation in the derived class. This is the one thing you have to remember. This is very, very important. Ravi Kumar, once again, I will give an explanation if you have doubts. This is the first point, carefully observe. This is abstract class. How you can recognize with the help of the keyword abstract. Abstract class followed by the class name. For abstract classes, we are unable to create an object. See, ATM is an abstract, cannot be instantiated means unable to create an object. An abstract class consisting of the abstract method. Yes, this abstract method cannot have any body. If you are trying to open like this, you will get the compile time error. Abstract method cannot have a body. This is the second point. And how to provide the implementation for this? Implementation means writing our specific logic. For this, you need to go for the subclass, class SBI, that is section from the abstract class ATM. Then you have to provide the implementation in the derived class called SBI. Fine. So next one, abstract class consisting of the non-abstract method, fine. Abstract class consisting of the constructor, fine. Abstract consisting of the static method, that is also fine. Abstract class consisting of the final method, that is also fine. And how to call this add means we have to create an object for the SBI. Why? Because we are unable to create an object for the abstract class. That is the reason you have to create an object for the SBI. Then you can call. Using the abstract class reference, you can call the constructor of the base also. So not constructor, abstract method. abstract class a non-abstract method you can call. Why? Because this is a simple inheritance concept. With the help of you are created an object for the SPI. With the help of the reference, you can call the method of the base class also. Base class is nothing but here ATM. You can call this one. And constructor, once you created an object for the derived class, then base class constructor also invoked. Once you created an object for the derived class, base class constructor invoked, and with the help of the reference of the derived class, you can call the method of the base class also, and you can call the static method also, you can call the final method also with the help of derived class reference or subclass reference. Ravi Kumar, understood now? Now the same code I will take. Now I will introduce a two methods here. I will delete everything. I will introduce a two method for your better clarity. I will delete everything. Two class I will take. That's it. And now public abstract void deposit. One more method, public abstract void withdraw. There is no body for this. See, now we will get the error here. See, you have to provide the implementation for the two methods also. Suppose only one method I have provided the implementation, means public void deposit. I have provided the implementation for only one method now. For this also we'll get the error. See, error is coming. And how to overcome this one? So you have to provide the implementation for the another method also. Public void withdraw. Then in this case, error will go. Now again, I will repeating once again, you are unable to create an object for the abstract class. You will get the error. Okay, for this, I need to go for the SBI is the derived class. Like this, I will create it with the help of the reference is dot deposit is dot withdraw will call. So these are the basic point you have to remember. Now here you can introduce the constructor, ordinary method, final method, static method. Yes, you can introduce, no issue. So if you are remove the public, you will get the comparator method. So in this way, you can achieve 100% of abstraction. In this way, you can achieve 100% abstraction, introducing only abstract methods and abstract class. Understood this one? Constructor, no, we should not use the abstract here. I will show it to you. Abstract ATM. See, this is constructor. See, you will get error. Modifier abstract not allowed here. So don't use that. So we'll go for the next. And this is what I have discussed. We have a two method in the abstract class and implementation provided in the derived class SBI, that is section from the ATM. For these two methods, we are providing the implementation in the derived class called SBI. And here, if you are trying to create an object for an abstract class, you will get the compile time error, unable to create an object for the abstract class. For this purpose, I have created the object for the derived class. For using this reference, I can call the deposit as well as the withdraw. And child class need to override the definition of all the abstract method present in the parent. Two methods are there. Mandatory, you have to provide the implementation in the derived class. If you are providing the only one implementation here, you will get the compile time error. These are the points you have to remember. Consider this class and abstract class BTU. We have only one abstract method here, public abstract void fee. And here we have two classes, two derived classes. Class GMIT, that is section from the VTU. Okay, this college has they are taking the 50,000 in the same way. And one more class is also there, VVIT, that is also extending from the VTU. And this college also collecting the fee, and this college collecting the different fee, 70K, and this college collecting the 50K. Some other RVC that collecting the different fees. Okay. In this way also, we can write the code for the abstract method. Why? Because abstract method means VTU consisting of the fee structure. Correct. And this fee only we are redefining it here, providing the implementation for the GMIT class also, providing the implementation the VVIT college also, but the different implementation, 50K here collecting, 70K here collecting. And now execution of the program begin from the public study void main. Here I just created the reference VTU followed by the G. This is a reference I have created. So G is equal to new GMIT. Object is created for the GMIT, but reference is created for the VTU. This concept we call it as upcasting. Already explained. Upcasting means reference for the base, object for the derived. So G dot fee means which fee method will be invoked. The fee method present in the GMIT will be invoked. Why? Because we have created an object for the GMIT. With the help of the VTU reference, you are calling the method present in the GMIT. And if you want to call the fee method present in the VTU, very simple. G is equal to new VVAT. Now reference is pointing to the VVAT. Then G dot fee means definitely fee method invoke, which is present in the VVAT college. Just creating the reference. Now G is equal to new GMIT G dot fee. GMIT method fee present in the GMIT class will be executed. And if you write a code like this, G is equal to new VVET. VVET is a class created as an object for the VVET. Now a fee method present in the VVET will be executed. In this case, fee method present in the GMIT will be invoked. So we will try to execute this code. So I will delete everything. I will type from the beginning. Now abstract class, then VTO will take same example. Abstract void fee. We'll take one more class GMIT, that is extends from base class called VTU. And here I should provide the implementation for this void fee. Now GMIT collect 50K. One more class I will take VVET, that is also extends from VTU. If I write again, you will get the compile time error. Why? Because we have to provide the implementation. So now we will provide the implementation. So this will collect 80. Fine. Then I will write a class now. Public class test. Public static void main. Now I will create a reference for the VTU first. Observe VTU V. Then I will create an object in the second line, new GMIT, created an object for the GMIT. V dot fee I will call. Now fee method present in the GMIT should call. See 50K present in the GMIT. In the same way, I will utilize again V is equal to new followed by VVET. I can write V dot fee I will call. Now fee method present in the VVET will be executed 80K. This concept we call it as upcasting. Reference for the parent, object for the derived. In this way, you can write a code. Same thing I have demonstrated. Do you have any doubt here? You can look up the code once again. If any doubt, ask me. Now, this is very, very important code. Just try to analyze this code. What is new is there? Can anyone understand this code? Can anyone drop a message in the chat box? What exactly new thing is here? Abstract class ATM. We have a two method deposit withdraw. Construct is there. Fine. Public class is BA, that is extend from the ATM. Deposit implementation and withdraw implementation. Again, the constructor of the SBI, derived class constructor, and void display. This is the unique method that is not present in the base class ATM. This is concrete method, unique method, not present in the ATM, only present in the SBI. Correct? Now, this is the code of upcasting, guys. Reference for the parent, ATM, yes, is equal to object for the derived, new SBA, object for the derived. This concept we call it as upcasting. Reference for the parent, object for the derived. With the help of this, yes dot deposit, surely we can call yes. And yes dot withdraw also we can call yes. And if you are trying to call yes dot display, you will get the compile time error. Why? Because this method only present in the SBI, this method not present in the ATM. To overcome this difficulty, two ways are there. Or else you should create only object for the SBI. SBI is equal to new SBI. Another mechanism also there. We call it as a downcasting. Now I'm trying to execute this code. There's only one thing why you are getting compile time error means display method only present in the SBI. This is not present in the ATM. Again, I will delete everything. Will retain only test class. ATM I will take. Then if you want to introduce constructor, you can introduce a constructor. Then I will introduce a derived class now. Then I will provide the implementation for the both the methods. It is mandatory. You have to provide the implementation for the both the classes, or else you will get the compile time error. I have provided implementation for only one method. If you are not providing the implementation for the another method, you will get the compile time error. It's a mandatory. You have to provide the implementation for both the methods or all abstract method present in the abstract class. If you want to introduce a constructor, you can introduce a constructor in the derived class. Now I will introduce a method which is not present in the base class. This is the unique method present in the derived class only. That present in child class. Now I will go for the upcasting. Already told about the upcasting, creating the reference for the base class, object for the derived class. This concept we call it as a upcasting. Now with the help of, you can call a deposit and withdraw. Then if you are trying to call a display, you will get the compile time error. See, just observe. Display will get the compile time error. This is what I'm trying to explain. This is the method only present in the derived, not present in the base. Why we are unable to call means this is the reference created for the parent. But if you are trying to create directly an object is created, see, no error. Created an object for derived class only, no error. This will work fine. Constructor of the base is also executing, derived also it will be executing. This is constructor of the base, derived, everything is executing. Along with the method implementation also executing, fine. But once you write a reference, creating the reference, you will get the compile time error. How to overcome this difficulty? For this, if you want to call this one, two ways are there. I already told, create an object for the SBI only. Another way is there. We have to go for the downcasting. So to overcome this difficulty, and this is the guys, we have to write a code like this. This is downcasting. So this is the derived class. Down means lower class, you can say. SBI you should use. So SBI reference that will be converted parent class reference converted into the derived, you can say. So S dot display, you should provide the derived class SBI. So in this way, you can achieve this code. So you have to go for the downcasting. Upcasting means creating the reference for the parent, and downcasting, you are converting that reference into the derived class. Downcasting, upcasting, downcasting. So we'll write this code for the downcast to achieve the downcasting. So here I should use derived class name. Reference is there. A is the reference created for the parent. Then I can call a display. See, no error. This is downcasting. Upcasting, downcasting. Or else if you want to call everything, so directly create an object for the SBI. So all this method will work fine with this. To overcome this difficulty, for this, you should use downcasting. Two ways you can write. I hope you understood this concept. Upcasting, downcasting. You can see this again, this slide. If you have any doubts, you can drop a message in chat box. You should know why compile time error is encountering and how you are overcome this difficulty. Understood about an abstraction? This is very, very important. This is also very important, guys. This diagram you should be remember always. We are unable to create an object for the abstract class. We are unable to create an object, and abstract method cannot have a body. This is also one point you have to remember. And this is the way, in this way you have to write. There is no body for the abstract method. If you write it like this, you will get compile time error. We can implement the ordinary method implementation. Constructor yes, static method yes, and final method is also yes. This is also most frequently asked into questions. How to achieve 100% of abstraction? Only abstract class or abstract method. Here, when we are unable to achieve means we are introducing the ordinary method implementation in the abstract class and abstract method. So these are the things. These are the standard definition showing the necessary data and hiding the unnecessary things. And here you should know about the upcasting concept, downcasting concept. This is all about the abstraction completely. Next, I will move for the singleton class. It will take a time. Next class, I will introduce a singleton class and followed by the inheritance concept. Complete description I will explain. Then I will go for the polymorphism concept. Till now, if you have any doubts from the first classes to till here, you can ask me the doubt. Rohan, you can stop recording.